All right, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro. And of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. Of course, we'd like to especially welcome back to members of Team Piaget. Again, if you are a member of Team Piaget, you can answer our quizzes. You can download all the materials that we have. You can go back to all the full-length videos that we have sa ating pong exclusive group, which is of course Team Piaget. And of course, the only way that you can join our pre-board and final coaching is by becoming a member of Team Piaget. So, humabol na po kayo. Pwede pa po kayong humabol no, kahit bukas po kayo mag-enroll for Team Piaget po, pwede po kayong humabol. Lahat po ng files natin, lahat ng videos natin nandun lamang po sa ating exclusive group. Again, just send us a message to our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is just Gurong Pinoy. Sa Gurong Pinoy Facebook page and also our YouTube channel. Again, just send a message to our Facebook page para po makasali kayo sa ating Team Piaget. Now, our pre-board for Team Piaget are on your screen, no? Gen Ed po, 150 items, that's August 26th. Prof Ed, 150 items, that's going to be on August 29th. Then, of course, we have our final coaching. That's going to start from August 31st. Then it will be until September 23rd. MWF po, 7 p.m. That's Philippine time. Again, these are all exclusive for all the members of Team Piaget. So again, wala po tayong separate na payment for our final coaching, also for our pre-board. The only way that you can join them is by becoming a member of Team Piaget. So habol na po kayo. Ganon din po sa ating majorship. So ating majorship intensive coaching, these are live sessions with your coaches. That will be on August 20. Okay, so tomorrow po, meron na po tayong schedule na majorship no live sessions with your coaches. 27th, September 3rd, 10th, 17th, 18th, all at 7 p.m. So again, if there are any changes to the schedule, antabayanan niyo po sa ating Facebook groups. No? Meron po kayong kanya-kanyang groups of biology, there's English, math, MAPE, social science, and Filipino. Punta lamang po kayo sa inyong Facebook groups for your majorship so that you can keep abreast, no? So you can see all the schedules that you have for your final coaching. Kasi pag meron pong changes sa schedule ng inyong coaches, it's going to be reflected in your group. So again, antabayanan niyo po lahat ng schedules natin. And of course, we only have a few days or a few weeks left. So mag-double time na po tayo sa kaka-review mga kaguro na wag na po kayong tamarin pa, wag na kayong magpatumpik-tumpik pa, no? At mabilis na lamang po, ilang oras na lamang, ilang araw na lamang ay licensure exam na for teachers for your September. So again, pwede po kayong humabol for Team Piaget. Just send us a message through our Facebook page. Sir Precious Jade, maraming salamat po for your super sticker. Now, if you will be taking the LET naman in March of next year, we have Team Brunner, which is our newest group. And this is going to start with our orientation October 2nd. Then our review would start on October 8th. So again, for your new TOS, yung mga new curriculum natin, our review would be under Team Brunner, which would start by our orientation on October 2nd. Then again, review starts October 8th. Just send us a message to our Facebook page kung gusto nyo pong maging member ng ating Team Brunner. Now, tonight's discussion is centered on professional education. But before we go to our questions, of course, the different answers that we have, let's all have our opening prayer. Samahan niyo po ako mga kaguro. Dear Lord, I come to you to ask for your guidance and direction in this study session. I ask that the Holy Spirit fill me with strength, creativity, and understanding to get through my studies without difficulty or sin. Help me hold my focus and attention. Help me to retain all that I learned. Please make my mind sharp and keep distractions at bay. If any part of my studying is weak or lacking in some way, let it be revealed so that I may correct it. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Amen. All right, now once again, this is Professional Education Tonight. Please do like, love, share our video, start a watch party. Of course, tag your friends. We are going to start in a few minutes. No? Paki-like na po, paki-love, paki-heart na po ng ating video. And of course, it's very important that you are sharing our video so that we can reach out to more people. And if you can, please do send us stars on Facebook, Super Chat, Super Stickers naman po sa ating YouTube channel. Maraming salamat to all our star senders. Ma'am Presil, thank you po. Again, to all our star senders, Ma'am Jo, Abe, Mariel, maraming salamat. Ma'am Roby Serrano Neri, thank you po. Ma'am Normala, maraming salamat. To all our star senders, super chatters, super seeker senders, maraming salamat po. Also to all those who have already loved, liked, and shared our video, started a watch party. Thank you so much. Again, please do like, love, share our video. We start with question number one. Which order follows the basic rule in framing interaction? Is it letter A, call on a student, pause, ask the question? Letter B, ask the question, call on a student, pause. Letter C, ask the question, pause, call on a student. Or letter D, call on a student, ask the question, pause. Okay, what do you think is the correct choice for question number one? Number one kaya tumpak? Or number one pa lang kaya likwak na? Maraming salamat sa kay Ma'am Kenizel Bautista for sending us super sticker on YouTube. Thank you so much po. Okay, what's your answer? What's your choice for question one? Si Ma'am Enriquita Sabas, thank you Ma'am Meg sa mga videos mo. Nakapasa po ako from Zamboanga, Sibugay. Congratulations po, Ma'am Enriquita Sabas. Isa na siyang ganap na LPT. Okay, I see a lot of letter C's. Again, please do like, love, and share our video. Paki-share po ng ating video. Of course, send the stars if you can. Super chat, super stickers naman po sa ating YouTube. All right, now again, no, I'm always giving you this advice. Mag-movie marathon po. Balikan po lahat ng ating videos dyan sa ating YouTube channel. We have over 500 videos. So balik-balikan po lahat ang ating videos dyan po sa ating YouTube channel, especially our live stream playlist. Ganon din po yung playlist natin for Prof Ed, and ganon din po yung playlist natin for Gen Ed and Science. Okay, so balikan niyo pong lahat. And of course, kapag meron pong pag napanood niyo po yung isang video, mag-leave po kayo ng comment para hindi niyo po hindi niyo po makalimutan na na-watch niyo na yung video niyan. Okay, I see a lot of letters C's. Which order follows the basic rule in framing interaction? And what we are talking about here, of course, is the interaction between the teacher and the students. So what is the basic rule that we follow? And the correct choice here is letter C. Tumpakin letter C. Hey, no? Congratulations. So ask the question as a teacher. You ask the question first. You throw the question. You pause. This is what you call the wait period 1. No, wait period 1 yung ating, or wait time 1 yung tawag natin sa pause na yan. Between asking the question and calling on a student. So hindi ka nagko-call on a student muna tapos nagpo-pause, because if you do that, you don't do number or letter A, dahil if you do this, yung ibang students mo hindi na mag-iisip kasi meron ka ng inask to answer. Letter B mo naman, iba no, ask the question, call on a student, and then you pause. Okay, so this actually, your second pause here is what you call your wait period 2. No, wait period 2 is the pause after the student's answer and before you react. Okay, so meron po tayong dalawang wait period. The wait period 1 is after you ask a question and then before you call on a student. So you ask a question first, you pause, that's wait period 1, then you ask a student. Now, before you react, you pause again and you call that wait period 2. Lumalabas din po yan sila. What's the difference between wait period 1 and wait period 2? Again, wait period 1 is after you throw the question and before you ask a student to answer. Wait period 2 naman is after the student has answered and before you react to the answer of your student. Okay? Now, letter D naman, call on a student. The same po yung ating letter A and B and D. No? Hindi po yan ginagawa kasi if you do letters A and D, if you ask a student first, the rest of your students will not be thinking anymore. Okay, so letter C po yung ating hinahanap. You ask a question, you pause, let them think about the question first, let them construct their answers. Okay, so before you call on a student, or sometimes you ask for volunteers first, no, para hindi naman pilit yung pag lecture o yung pag recite ng inyong mga estudyante. Okay, so letter C for number 1, ang tumpak na choice. We go to number 2. Men are built, not born. This quotation by John Watson states, letter A, the ineffectiveness of training on a person's development. Letter B, the effect of environmental stimulation on a person's development. Letter C, the absence of genetic influence on a person's development. Or letter D, the effect of heredity. Okay? What is our choice for question number 2? Ma'am Arlene Cabado, maraming salamat po for sending us stars. Thank you so much. Ma'am Rose Andumanhog, thank you so much for being one of our star senders. Okay, again, sa mga gusto pa pong humabol sa Team Pesce at sa mga major ships natin, pwede pa rin po kayong humabol. Mag-send lamang po ng message sa ating Facebook page para malaman niyo po kung paano po sumali. And then, of course, wait for the response from our admin, no? Pagka out of office hours na po, hindi na po minsan sumasagot yung admin. So, hintayin niyo lamang po. Okay? Hintayin niyo lamang po the following day. Okay, what is our choice? For number 2, I see a lot of letter B's. Okay, so for number 2, we are given a quotation by John Watson. We all know that John Watson is the father of behaviorism. Isa sa mga isms natin, no? Meron po tayong video on the isms of education. Hanapin po yan, no? I-type nyo po sa YouTube yung isms of education, Gurong Pinoy. Doon po inisa-isa ko lahat ng isms. Mas maiintindihan nyo po pag napanood nyo yung video na yon. Okay, so for number 2, the quotation is men are built, not born, no? So hindi sila pinapanganak yung mga tao. Men in general, this means people in general are built, not born. Hindi pinapanganak pero ginagawa, no? Sinishape, minomold yung katauhan ng isang tao. So what is the meaning of this? Is this letter A, the ineffectiveness of training on a person's development? Letter B, the effect of environmental stimulation on a person's development. Letter C, the absence of genetic influence on a person's development. Or letter D, the effect of heredity. Now, the correct choice here, as you can see, no, magkaka-opposite, no, yung ating choices. Yung A and B mo, opposite. Sabi ng letter A, walang effect ang training sa isang tao, sa development ng isang tao. Letter B mo naman, malaki yung effect ng environmental stimulation. Kasama na dyan yung training sa development ng isang tao. C and D mo ay magkasalungat din. Sabi ng letter C, walang influence yung genes ng tao sa kanyang development. Sabi naman ng letter D, may effect, no? Merong epekto yung heredity, kung ano yung minana mo sa inyong mga magulang. But we are looking for letter B for question number 2, okay? So this is talking about the effect of environmental stimulation. Again, as mentioned, we all know that John Watson is the father of behaviorism, and the behaviorists believe that behavior is shaped by the environment. No? So sabi ng behaviorist mo, walang magagawa yung tao, wala siyang choice. Hindi katulad ng existentialism mo na may freedom, may choice, no? Yung isang estudyante, isang tao. Sabi ng inyong behaviorist, walang choice, walang freedom yung isang tao, yung isang bata, para sa kanyang future. Siya ay nasi-shape ng kanyang environment, no? Ng lahat ng environmental stimulation. So that's letter B for number 2. Congratulations sa mga nakatumpak, medyo marami-rami. Number 3, you are convinced that whenever a student performs a desired behavior, provide reinforcement, and soon the student learns to perform the behavior on her own. On which principle is your conviction based? Letter A, cognitivism. Letter B, behaviorism. Letter C, constructivism. Or letter D, environmentalism. Okay, what is our choice for number 3? Maraming salamat, Ma'am Neriel Tejeros, for sending a super chat on YouTube. Thank you po. Okay, what is our choice? Letter or for number 3? Ma'am Edra Pisco Sebastian, Sir CB John Paul Arellano III, Ma'am Arzea Lan, Ma'am Cindy Del Castillo Bitoon, Ma'am Angeline Vidanes Junicio, Ma'am Mean de Quito Santa Isabel. Maraming salamat po for sending us stars sa ating Facebook page. Ganon din kay Ma'am Rosemary Torzar Valenzuela. Thank you po. Okay, I see a lot of letter C's. Tumpa kaya ang letter C? Okay, tumpa kaya ang letter C sa ating question number 3. Maraming letter C, marami din namang letter B. Okay, nung ating number 3, kaka-discuss ko pa lamang, 'di ba? Sinabi ko na yung behavior of a student, behavior of a person is shaped by his environment or her environment. Now, dito sa ating situation, behaviorist ito, no? Because this is under B.F. Skinner's operant conditioning, reinforcement to shape the behavior. To influence the behavior of a person, you should provide reinforcement. No? So, behaviorism ito. And so, ang tumpak na choice natin is letter B. This is behaviorism, okay? Now, again, remember, we've already discussed the isms of education. Again, I've mentioned that there is a separate video sa ating pong YouTube channel. Balikan niyo po yan para mabilis nyo pong maalala, no? Para mabilis nyo pong ma-master lahat ng isms of education and their differences. Ang letter A mo, cognitivism, cognitive, this pertains to the mind. Okay? So, halos magkaparehas sila ng rationalism. No? So, development of the mind, development of cognition, yan yung sinasabi ng inyong cognitivism. Constructivism, sabi ng constructivism mo, if you can remember our UBD, understanding by design, prior to your K to 12, nagkaroon muna tayo ng UBD. Ito yung ginamit ng UBD, no? Constructivist yung approach ng UBD. So sabi ng UBD, wag mong ibibigay yung definition ng isang term, but what you do is you provide activities. Bigyan mo ng activities yung bata, yung mga estudyante, para maintindihan nila kung ano yung definition ng isang word. Para makakome up sila with their own definition of a term. That's constructivism. So that they can construct their own meaning, so that they can construct their own knowledge. That would be constructivism. No? So that means hindi spoon-fed yung bata. Kaya lang yung problema sa UBD, no? I was still practice teaching ng nagkaroon ng UBD. Yung problema sa UBD is that parang hindi siya applicable for lower section kasi hindi nila nagigets, no? Parang hindi nila abot, hindi sila nakaka-come up with their own meaning, no? Especially pag medyo mahirap yung inyong concept. So parang applicable lamang siya sa mga fast learners o sa mga matatalino. That's constructivism. Make them construct their own meaning. Environmentalism naman is more on the environment, no? Although you would argue na behaviorist din siya. Behaviorism is shaping the behavior of a student by using environmental stimulation. The term that we are looking for is really behaviorism as one school of thought. Okay, so letter B, behaviorism, ang ating tumpak na choice. We go to number 4. Medyo may mga naligwak tayo sa number 3. Number 4, which one should teacher avoid to produce an environment conducive for learning? Letter A, tests. Letter B, seat plan. Letter C, individual competition. Or letter D, games. I see a lot of people saying na love na nila yung Prof Ed. No, actually, madali yung Prof Ed. Basta napapaliwanag na mabuti, unti-unti nyong naiintindihan at unti-unti nyong nauunawaan kung paano nyo atakehin yung inyong Prof Ed questions. Nagiging madali. Now, remember, mas malaki yung percentage ng ating Prof Ed sa ating licensure exam for teachers. At kung sa inyong napapansin ninyo sa mga feedback ng ating students, matataas yung Prof Ed nila. And so, mas malaki yung chance na tayo ay makapasa talaga sa LEP pag nandito kayo sa Gurong Pinoy. Kasi hasang-hasa kayo, hindi lamang sa Gen Ed, kundi pati na rin sa Prof Ed. No? Hindi spoon-fed na ibibigay lang sa inyo yung sagot. Tinitingnan natin, ina-analyze natin yung question para kahit na iba yung wording ng question sa actual LEP nyo, hindi verbatim, no? Hindi word per word na similar talaga yung question, alam nyong intindihin yung question. So alam nyo kung paano aatakihin at paano nyo masasagot ng tama yung ating question. Okay, I see C's for number 4. Okay, so sabi ng number 4 mo, ano yung dapat mong i-avoid? Which one should you avoid? To produce an environment conducive for learning. You all know the meaning of the term conducive, no? Very good for learning. So it can produce learning among your students. And of course, the correct choice, I see a lot of you are tumpak. It is letter C, individual competition. No? So, the term that is wrong here, of course, is individual. Individual, sila ay nagko-compete individually. Kung siguro group competition lamang siya like your games, pwede. No? So, pwede pa siya. Kahit ngayon sa ating K-12, meron ng most outstanding graduate. With highest honors, with honors, no? So, hindi na sila nagko-compete. Meron na silang rank, meron lamang silang criterion, no? Meron silang criteria. Once na reach mo yung rate na yan, o yung percentage na yan, pasok ka. Kahit na 10 kayong with highest honors or with high honors, okay lang, no? So, hindi na individual yung competition. Okay, so tests, of course, we cannot do away with tests. Hindi po pwedeng walang test because that is one way for us to measure the learning of your students. Seat plan naman, this is one way for you to enhance conducive learning, no? So, conducive environment for learning kasi pag may seat plan ka, mas madali yung trabaho mo, mas nakakapagturo ka, hindi ka nagugugol ng inyong panahon sa pag-check ng attendance. Of course, there is order in your classroom if you have a seat plan. And games, these are very good activities inside the classroom. Mas gusto nila yung games, no? Especially pag competitive yung mga students mo, enjoy sila sa games. Okay, so number 4, ang tumpak na choice is letter C. Okay, we go to number 5. The child fainted in your class because she has not eaten her breakfast. What is the best thing for you to do in this situation? Letter A, ignore the situation. Letter B, comfort the child. Letter C, give the child food. Or letter D, call the parent. Okay, what is our choice for number 5? Sir Nel Santiago, basahin ko lamang yung comment niya. Before, nahirapan ako sa Prof Ed, pero nung na-discover ko tong channel na to, mas naintindihan ko lahat dahil magaling si Mamek mag-discuss at mag-explain. Sana ganito din lalabas sa September. Sigurado, no? Siguradong hindi kayo mahihirapan kapag nag-take kayo this September at alagang gurong Pinoy kayo. Okay, so siguradong LPT na by September. Okay, manifest natin yan, pag-pray natin yan. Of course, do not waste time, balikan po lahat ng videos natin. Okay, number 5, letter C. I see a lot of letter C's. Ma'am Shirley Lane Mateo Magudang, maraming salamat po for sending us stars. Ma'am Kaparal Galono Nikki, ganun din po. Sir Terzon, thank you. Ma'am Enya Lane, maraming salamat for sending us stars. Okay, for number 5, I see a lot of letter C's. And of course, letter C ang ating tumpak na choice dito. Now, remember, sa hierarchy of needs natin, based sa kay Maslow, no, na hierarchy of needs, your food, hunger, thirst, no, these are all physiological needs. So, unang-una muna, kailangan mo masatisfy yon bago ka makapunta sa next level of needs, no? So, sabi dito, the child fainted, hinimatay yung bata dahil hindi siya nakakain ng breakfast. So before you can comfort the child, before you can even call the parent, unahin muna na isatisfy yung physiological need ng bata. So give the child food first, baka ma-hypoglycemia pa yung bata, no? Mag-super low yung sugar level niya. No? So una-una letter C, ang tumpak na choice. We go to number 6. Okay, which violates this brain-based principle of teaching learning. Each child's brain is unique and vastly different from one another. Letter A, giving ample opportunity for a pupil to explore even if the class creates noise. Letter B, making a left-handed pupil write with his right hand as it is better this way. Letter C, allowing open dialogue among students. Or letter D, employing MI teaching approaches. Okay, what is our choice? Number 6 na po tayo. Okay, so sabi ni Sir Joe Ranger, to be honest ma'am, mas ligwak ako lagi sa Gen Ed kaysa Prof Ed. Last Monday, 7/20. Ngayon, 14/20. Okay, so sabi ko sa inyo ay mas madali ang Prof Ed, no? Basta alam nyo na yung technique ng pagsagot, mas madali yung Prof Ed kaysa Gen Ed. Kasi Gen Ed, hindi mo alam kung saan magagaling yung question, no? The question can come from anywhere. Okay, so everything under the sun yung questions natin sa Gen Ed. Okay, what is your choice for number 6? Okay, I see. Bakit maraming D at C? Maraming B, C, D. Ang daming D. Siguro hindi naintindihan kung ano yung MI. Hindi aware kung ano yung MI. Okay, sabi dito na number 6 mo, which violates this brain-based principle. Sabi ng principle mo, each child's brain is unique and vastly different from one another. Every individual is unique. Every person, every student is unique. Kahit magkapatid yan, no? So, mortal sin po kapag ka ikaw ay magulang at kino-compare mo yung achievements ng dalawang mong anak, no? Sa Four Sisters and a Wedding ba yun, no? So, kino-compare yung iba't ibang magkakapatid, bawal po yan, no? Especially para kang biased na if you are going to compare their capacity, their ability, dahil each of them is unique. Okay, so which one of this would violate this principle? Letter A, giving ample opportunity. Violate yung sinasabi ha. So violate, that means hindi siya akma, hindi siya nag-a-agree sa principle na each person is unique. Letter A, giving ample opportunity for a pupil to explore even if the class creates noise. Now remember, not all types of noise ay mali sa classroom. Some types of noise are intellectual noise. So okay lang na maingay sila because they're learning, kasi ganadong-ganado sila, no? Kunwari sila ay nagdi-discuss, so okay lang yan. Hindi din, it also does not follow na kung silent or quiet yung classroom mo, very good na marami na yung learning nila. Sometimes, they're very quiet pero yun pala antok na, no? Natutulog na pala sila. So sometimes some noise inside the classroom are also good types of noises, intellectual noises. So okay lang yung letter A. Letter B mo, making a left-handed pupil write with his right hand as it is better this way. Ito po yung ating hinahanap, no? So this violates the fact that each child's brain is unique. Remember, we have discussed the left brain, right brain principle last time. At sabi natin, if you are using the left hand, that means the right side of your brain is dominant. If you are using your right hand for writing, then that means the left side of your brain is dominant. And so, kapag ikaw ay pinipilit, kahit na left-handed ka, pinipilit kang mag-write with your right hand, makakaapekto siya sa inyong learning, makakaapekto siya sa inyong psychology. No? So, hindi po pwedeng dati kasi sabi nila pinapalo yung mga bata, pinapalo yung left hand ng bata para wag niyang gamitin, para gamitin niya yung right hand, no? Kasi dati walang upuan para sa left-handed. Okay, ngayon marami ng upuan para sa left-handed. Dapat kada classroom meron ng at least 3 left-handed chairs, no? So letter B po yung ating hinahanap dito. Dapat hindi mo pinapakialaman kung ano yung hand na ginagamit ng bata kasi nakakaapekto siya sa kanyang psychology because it corresponds to the side of the brain that is dominant na ginagamit ng inyong anak or ng inyong student. Letter C, allowing open dialogue. Of course, it's very important that you're open. It's very important that there's communication inside your classroom. Ang letter D naman, employing MI teaching approaches. MI means multiple intelligences. And we all know that this goes with the idea that each child is unique, no? So if when you say that each child is unique, that means kada bata may kanya-kanyang intelligence. There, it might be linguistic, it might be kinesthetic, it might be naturalistic, it might be social, no, interpersonal or intrapersonal. So iba-iba po yung ating intelligences. So okay din yung letter D. Letter B, B as in boy, yung ating hinahanap dito, okay? Number 7. Lecturer C narrates, I observed that when there is an English-speaking foreigner in class, more often than not, his classmates perceive him to be superior. To which Filipino trait does this point? Letter A, hospitality. Letter B, friendliness. Letter C, colonial mentality. Or letter D, lack of confidence. What is your choice? Okay, what is our choice for number 7? Ayan, sabi ni Mami Kai, kaya need talaga paulit-ulit basahin, nakakadali. Oh, ayan, may advice si Ma'am Michelle. Sa mga left-handed po na mag-take ng exam this September, pwede po kayo mag-request ng chair for left-handed ahead of time. Okay? So pwedeng-pwede, no? Again, remember, it's very important that your being left-handed is accommodated para mas madali yung pag-take nyo ng left para siguradong papasa sa September. Okay, I see a lot of letter C's. And literacy, of course, ang ating tumpak na choice, okay? That's colonial mentality, the belief that foreign people are better than us, the belief that foreign products are better than our products. So ayaw mo ng pen shop, ng bench, dahil gusto mo ay Levi's. Okay? Ayaw mo ng Goya dahil gusto mo Toblerone. Okay? So ayaw mo lagi ng ng local products because ayaw mo ng Cherry Mobile, for example, gusto mo Apple. Okay, so that's colonial mentality, the belief that foreigners are better than us, the belief that foreign products are better than our products. Can you give me, can you give me the other term, no? Another term for colonial mentality na usually nakikita niyo din sa LET. Okay, what is another term for colonial mentality that sometimes we'd also see in the left? Maraming salamat, Sir Garel Lianto, for sending a super sticker on YouTube. Thank you po. Okay, what is another term for colonial mentality? Colonial mentality. Again, remember colonial mentality, the belief that foreigners are better than us. Okay, ayan. Tama po yan. Sinocentrism. Okay? Sinocentrism. That is another term for colonial mentality. Sino means foreign people, no? There is also an item in the let, yung xenophobia. Xenophobia is the fear, it is the fear of foreigners. Lumalabas din po yan sa let, no? Xenophobia. Xeno phobia. That is the fear of foreigners. So, sinocentrism is another term for colonial mentality. The opposite for this is ethnocentrism. Ang ethnocentrism naman, that is a belief that our products are better than the imported products. Or we are better, our culture is better than the culture of other nationalities. So, ethnocentrism naman yung kanyang opposite. Hindi po crab mentality, yung crab mentality naman, which is also very common no, sa ating mga Pinoy, crab mentality naman ay inggit sa kapwa-tao natin. No? Alam naman ninyo, nakikita niyo yung alimango, yung crabs, ayaw nilang malamangan, and so para sila ay maka-reach sa top ng balde, for example, they have to step on other people. That's crab mentality. And they have to pull other people down. No? Of course, that's a very negative characteristic, but that is very common among Filipinos. Sana ma-change na natin. Ha? Okay, sino ba siya? Sabi ni Ma'am Herlene Carillo. Okay, so sinocentrism po, another term for colonial mentality. We go to number 8. In a grade distribution, what does a normal curve mean? Letter A, a large number of students receiving low grades and very few students with high marks. Letter B, a large number of more or less average students and very few students receiving low and high grades. Letter C, a large number of students with high grades and very few with low grades. Letter D, all the students have average grades. Okay, what is our choice for number 8? Okay, so tama yan, no? Crab mentality, hinihilak kang pababa. Utak talangka. Okay, ganyan yung ibig sabihin ng ating crab mentality, utak talangka. All right, what is our choice for number 8? Okay, number 8, naghahalo B at D. Alin kaya ang tumpa? Ma'am Catherine Labidia, Sir Dominic Tagyam, si Ma'am Lee Alonzo. Maraming salamat po for sending us stars. Ganon din kay Sir J. Barlaan. Thank you po. Si Ma'am Normala, maraming salamat po. Ma'am Thea Grahel VS, thank you. Ma'am Vivian Baez Segara, maraming salamat po. Ma'am Nicole Aquino, thank you. Sir Jovito Gomez, maraming salamat po. Okay, for number 8, you are given a grade distribution and it is a normal curve distribution. No? So what do you think is the correct choice? A very large number of students receiving low grades and very few students with high marks. Konti lamang yung may high marks marami yung low grades. Letter B mo, a large number of more or less average students and very few students receiving low and high grades. Konti lamang yung extreme scores mo, more or less, a large number of the students are average students. Letter C, a large number of students with high grades and very few with low grades. Magkabaliktad ang ating A at C. At letter D naman, all of the students have average grades. And ang tumpak na choice here would be letter B. Tumpak po yung letter B, no? Hindi po letter D, hindi all of the students have average grades, no? More or less, meron kukonti lamang, very few students with low grades, very few students with high grades, meron pa rin iilan, no? But a large number, karamihan sa kanila, majority of them are average students po. Now, letter A mo, a large number of students receiving low grades, very few with high marks, that's positively charged, no? Positively charged or positively skewed or skewed to the right. Yan yung tinatawag natin. Remember, it's opposite. Kapag ka maraming low grades, it's positively skewed or skewed to the right. Kapag ka maraming high grades, it's negatively skewed or skewed to the left. Nang magkabaliktad po sila. So wag niyo pong iisipin na kapag ka maraming low grades, like yung letter A mo, negatively skewed siya or skewed to the left. Magkabaliktad po. So again, pag maraming students ang may low grades, that would be skewed to the left or skewed to the right, skewed to the right or positively skewed. Kapag maraming students ang mayroong high grades, that would be negatively skewed or skewed to the left. Okay? So, but for number 8, letter B po yung ating hinahanap. Tumpak ang letter B. All right, we go to number, before that, these are the graphs, no? These are graphical representation of our mean, median, and mode in your normal curve. So again, more or less, average yung scores nila. There are very few students that are very low. The grades are very low, very few students with very high grades. This is your negatively skewed distribution, again, skewed to the left. So many of them have very high grades, very few of them have very low grades. Now, positively skewed or skewed to the right naman, many of your students have very low grades and few of them have high grades. Okay, so huwag magkabaliktad po. Wag po kayo ma-confuse, no? Sa skewed to the right, skewed to the left. All right, we go to number 9. Faith, hope, and love are values now and forever, whether they will be valued by people or not. Upon what philosophy is this anchored? Letter A, idealism. Letter B, existentialism. Letter C, progressivism. Or letter D, pragmatism. Okay, what is our choice for number 9? SHP, LLAI. Maraming salamat po for sending us super sticker. Okay, so ito sabi ni Facebook user, kapag skewed to the left, negative, no, negatively skewed, matalino yung karamihang mga estudyante. Tama po. Okay, so tama po yan. All right, I see a lot of letter A's for number 9. And of course, tumpak itong letter A, no? So, values, usual questions select natin dito would be godly values, your values about Rizal, teachings about Rizal. Those would always be idealism. Remember, idealism means perfection. So, the study of different values would fall under idealism, the perfection. Remember when someone would ask you, what is your ideal girl? What is your ideal boy? So, that would mean your idea of a perfect girl, your idea of a perfect boy. Okay, so ideal means perfection. Now remember, the let is also ideal. Kaya yung lagi nating advice, hanapin nyo lagi yung choice kung saan napakabait ng ating teacher, no? Mabait dapat si teacher sa ating let. So that's the let is very ideal. Iniiwasan lagi yung mga negative na words sa let. Okay, existentialism again. When you say existentialism, the student has freedom, the student has choice, but the student also has the responsibility to face all the consequences, to face all the effects of his or her choice. Progressivism naman, this is modern day method of teaching. Education is not just preparation for life, but education is life itself. So dapat na-apply ng bata kung ano yung nadi-learn niya from the classroom to real life. Okay, that's progressivism. The belief that there are multiple types of intelligences, the belief in individual differences, that will be progressivism. Pragmatism means practicality. Teach only what's going to be useful. Teach only what's going to be practical. So you don't teach farmers how to fish. Yan yung sabi ng pragmatism o pragmatic. You teach only what's going to be practical, what's going to be useful for your students. Okay? So, but for number 9, letter A ang ating tumpak na choice. Number 10, teachers are encouraged to make use of authentic assessment, which goes with authentic assessment. Letter A, unrealistic performances. Letter B, decontextualized drills. Letter C, real world application of lessons learned. Or letter D, answering high multiple choice test items. Okay, what is our choice for number 10? Number 10, what is your choice? Ma'am Sir Marcel or Ma'am Marcel, maraming salamat po for sending us stars. Ma'am Misty Bermilio, Ma'am Mench Asanudin, Ma'am Verlene Doroin, Ma'am Junaline Mondero, Ma'am Rochelle Rodrigueza. Maraming salamat po for sending us stars. Ma'am Elech Po, Sir Jen PS or Ma'am Jen PS. Thank you po for sending us stars. Okay, I see a lot of letter C's. I see C's. Okay, so here we are looking for authentic assessment. No, authentic assessment has become very popular with RUBD, authentic din yung naging assessments nila. And also with K to 12, of course. Performance tasks are authentic assessment. When you say authentic assessment, it should be as close to reality, no? As close to the real thing. Real life activities yung pinapagawa sa bata, real life problems yung pinapasagutan sa mga bata. And so the correct choice, of course, is real world application of lessons learned. Okay, so letter C for number 10. Sabi ng ng letter A mo, unrealistic, so ligwak ito. Decontextualize, hindi sa context ng bata, no? Hindi nila naiintindihan, hindi nila naaabot, no? Decontextualize drills. Letter D mo, halos magkaparehas sa letter B, answering high multiple choice test items. Hindi nila abot, no? Napakalalim or napakatayog ng inyong questions. So letter C for number 10. Number 11, student M obtained an NSAT percentile rank of 80. This indicates that, letter A, he surpassed in performance 80% of her fellow examinees. Letter B, he got a score of 80. Letter C, he surpassed in performance 20% of her fellow examinees. Or letter D, he answered 80 items correctly. Okay, what is our choice for number 11? Number 11, ano po ang ating tumpak na choice? Okay, again, we're already at question number 11.